Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Hey. Get your burrito squared away.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And
are you still planning on going picking up the ring today?
So probably should have opted for the touchdown.
No, it's 8 o'clock. I'll let you play your game and just show me.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
and they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
Yeah, I'll call you in a little bit.
Pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you
Babe, I literally just
to get things started.
Baby, I literally just started. I was literally about to say, hey, I'm playing a game. Can I just call you when I'm done? I literally just started. That was the first play. But trust me, this is a very important conversation to me. I don't want to be distracted, so I was going to ask you if I could call you when I'm done.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Alright, well, I'll call you in about an hour.
I got 2 more cars to do.
Alright, well, I'll call you.
I need a break from talking to people, so I'll just call you tonight.
Okay.
I'll call you at some point tonight.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, I love you.
Alright, I love you too.
Here's Burrow.
Bye.
Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be third down. Now look at this Arizona defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here we go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shoot with the sticks.
The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
To throw is Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Murray now. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Jacobs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jacobs again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
12. 11.
Burrow will throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11, 11 MT, hey! 11 MT.
Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
Well, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
You think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Cardinals at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jacobs from the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Now Murray. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 1, ready?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. A very solid gain of 27.
1-1, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Puka Nacua, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete.
Big conversions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. 4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
12.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. Open man is Higgins. Touchdown, Cardinals. Elijah Higgins, 38 yards. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
11, 11, 11. 11, MT, tape. 11, MT, tape. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. God.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, 11. God.
They'll look to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. God.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once,
11, 11.
you get first half scores just like this one.
Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Cardinals have opened the lead up to 30. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window. Yeah. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They juked him, and he's taken down inside the 30. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. But why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Throwing again, Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
11 MT.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 2.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
12.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray, eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there, gets them down to the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. He's
got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are pouring it on. Well, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for.
Now Burrow loses the football, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Murray now. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, And they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Gun.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
12. 11 MT. Back.
Burrow looking to pass. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. B.J. Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack.
11,
it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Murray going to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Puka Nakua with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's get set.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Running right, here's Brown. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
11. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down, being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
I'm fine. Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game.
There he goes left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. This is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
30 yards.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here we go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
12.
Burrow will throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11 MT. 11. 12.
Now it's Burrow. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
B.J. Ojulari able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They're passing here. Joe Burrow under pressure, and they got to him again. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach had plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about.
Taking it right down Broadway.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. B.J. Ojulari. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here we go, here we go.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Yeah, they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
11.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Get set.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
I'm one, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. Play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
11. 11 MT, take. 11 MT.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are...
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there. Going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Gotta go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cardinals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Back to throw it, Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Arizona, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.